In Canvas, we have a tool that will allow you to customize your viewing experience in a way that instructors would never be able to customize for the preferences of everyone. Right down here in the bottom right corner is a little icon. If it's in a bad position, you can't get to it very well, you can actually click and drag, or if it's sitting over the top of some content you need to see, you can actually move it where you want it to be. When you click on this, it gives you a pretty big menu of things that you can do for color adjustments or content adjustments. And we'll also look at profiles in a minute. Some things that you can do, for example, are change the contrast. If you like to use the night mode feature, you can change it to this. You can also adjust the text color to be what you would prefer, and you can even save those preferences so that when you go to another page, those are saved for you. Now, I'm not a fan of night mode, but I can adjust these to be whatever I would prefer. Notice that some of these even have some little dots over to the side. I could click on that and really get exactly what I want in my experience to be. Again, I'm going to keep that off and I'm going to save it as the default. But some other things you can do, there's saturation. Monochrome will take out the color. We looked at text colors. There's title colors, background colors, highlighting for titles, outline instead the titles. You can also highlight links, outline the links, highlight buttons, or outline buttons. Notice up there it's pulling that one out. So I can use any combination of these, and I can make it as specific as I want, and then I can save my preferences so that that will be my viewing experience. If you change things in here, it will only change it for yourself, not for anyone else. No one else will know what your preferences were. So these are color adjustments. You can also do content adjustments, such as the spacing between the words. Now, these are 3 defaults, but if that's not quite where you want it, you can click on this and adjust it more specific to your needs. You can also do the size of the font larger, and you can adjust it further in there. There's also the line height option, letter spacing. You can change the font to something more readable for yourself. You can adjust the alignment to be center, right, or left. You can also change the cursor to be black, large, or large and white. If the images are a problem, you can hide the images. I don't have animations on this page, but if I did, I could pause the animation if that's bothering you. You can also use a reading mask. This one is narrow or a little wider or wider still. And you can also use a reading guide if this would help you read through the content on the screen. And again, any of these that you choose, you can save so that that will be your default experience. You can also come over to profiles and select one of these that might fit you. So you might experiment with some of these. If perhaps you're dyslexic, you could choose this one. What this will do is put it in a font that is often preferred by students who are dyslexic. You could instead choose one for color blindness. There's one for motor impaired, visually impaired, cognitive learning, ADHD, and seizure and epileptic. So these are common preferences for people with these, but this may not be specific enough for you, which is totally fine. You can come and customize exactly what you want yours to be and save that so that your experience is exactly what you need it to be to get the most out of your learning.